Chris Martin going to be on the show from Coldplay this Friday. We're very, very, very excited about that. Huge Chris Martin fans. What a wonderful human being.
Oh, he's so charming.
Right?
He just seems so kind.
Right.
Always.
Yeah. Kind Chris, they call him.
Kind Chris.
Kind Chris Martin will be on the show on Friday. We get a lot of texts from people that get very, very nervous like Jill, and physical things happen to them.
Yeah, that's what we're asking. What happens to you when you get nervous? Maybe your palms get sweaty and your knees get weak and your arms get heavy and you vomit on your sweater already.
Your mom's spaghetti, right?
There you go. Thank you. This one says, I get hot and flushed. My face looks like a tomato. This other one is offering a tip, which I like. I want the tips. They said, my hands get sweaty and my face turns red. But to relieve it, I draw. So, you're kind of distracting your brain into thinking about focusing on something else, which I think is smart.
Well, what if you're in front of a group of people? You can't just start drawing in front of a group of people, right?
Maybe like right before you go up in front of the people, like, those pre-jitters.
Gotcha. So the CEO looks out before you speak and goes, oh, look at that. Martha's doodling over there before I call her on stage. Great.
Carol said, my stomach hurts and I start crying. That's not good.
Oh, no.
He said, I start snorting when I talk. They said my vocabulary goes out the window, kind of like Jill, and I can't speak intelligently at all.
Yeah,
it's great for job interviews. And then I really love this text from Liz. She said, I remember Valentine saying he would have to take a, quote, nervous poop before he goes on TV. Same thing happens to me when I'm nervous.
You didn't have to read that.
We have a name. We have a name.
Of course I did.
No, we don't. No, it's 7:30. My kid listens to our show. We don't have any names for that.
It's the talk poop, right? Because he would go on the talk as a regular every once in a while. And we called it the talk poop.
They stopped having me by. You guys are the worst. I thought you were my friends. Why would you mention something like that?
Don't put me into this.
You just said there was a name for it and everything.
You say the name. I was just,
You joined in with him. I had a little intestinal nervousness.
It happens.
Yeah.
I know it happens,
You're
but
not
you
alone.
just outed that it happened to me on the radio.
You should try to draw.
866-544-MyFM. My friends, would you like to talk to me? I'd like to talk to you. What happens when you get nervous? What happens to you physically? Text in right now.
Text Valentine in the morning.
31043.
Take a look outside. After a year that brought our world to a standstill, for the first time we are seeing daylight.
The global pandemic is still very real. The COVID-19 vaccines are now readily available and helping us move closer to reuniting with families, friends, jobs, communities, and yes, live music.
iHeartRadio is partnering with Global Citizen for Vax Live, the concert to reunite the world.
You'll see performances from Jennifer Lopez,
Eddie Vedder, Foo Fighters,
Jake Buzzy, and me, her.
I'm Selena Gomez, and I'll be your host, along with some very special surprise guests.
an incredible night of music along with real stories about how people around the world are being reunited in every way.
Global Citizens Vax Live, the concert to reunite the world.
Tune in to find out how you can win free tickets to the biggest sporting events in America this Saturday at 8 p.m. Watch on ABC, CBS, and YouTube, and listen on iHeartRadio.
Listen to your heart. Find the gifts perfect for me. Put it in your cart. A great price, all would agree. I'm gonna love all you give me. I won't have to lie. So put it in your cart. Spend less, gets better, goodbye.
This Mother's Day, spend less, gift better at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
After the show on Friday, I got in my Toyota RAV4. I drove to Beverly Hills to pick up my bridesmaid's dress. I drove home to Santa Clarita. That night, I drove to Burbank to spend the night at my niece's house. Saturday morning, drove home to Santa Clarita. That night, drove to Sherman Oaks for a game night. Drove home that night. Yesterday, drove to Anaheim, and then drove back to Santa Clarita that night.
And you can't remember where you left the dress. We're trying to find it, guys. Nobody knows. It was at one of these places, right?
My point in all of this was, first off, I spent a lot of time in the car, but I don't mind it when I'm driving. I'm comfortable. I've got some good music playing. Like, I don't mind driving at all.
Sure.
But I was driving all over the place, and I got in my car this morning thinking, I'm going to have to stop for gas on my way into work. I still had a quarter of a tank left. I couldn't believe it.
Shout out to that RAV4, baby, from Toyota.
After all that driving. I still could come to work and not have to stop. I could not believe it.
You made up for all the driving you didn't do during the pandemic this past weekend, apparently, you know?
It's so true.
And you're in the hybrid. I'm in the hybrid. My Highlander. Val is in an electric car. So gas is very expensive right now. We're all saving money. You can find out which one of these cars is right for you at buyatoyota.com.
At Bank of America, we believe in the power of collaboration to create jobs and fuel economic opportunity. That's why we're working with local organizations to help people get the skills they need and build a growing pipeline of talent.
I'm Raul Anaya, Bank of America Los Angeles Market President. Our partnership with LA Conservation Corps is just one way we're taking action to help more members of our community.
What would you like the power to do? Bank of America NA member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Hi, Carney's the tune-up. Getting ready to finally hit the open road.
A road trip, huh? Got a Febreze car vent clip in there?
Febreze car vent clip?
Oh yeah, can't have a road trip without Febreze. Freshens your ride for up to 30 days.
Do I pay for installation?
Nah, it's easy. Watch, you just clip it in and...
That's fresh.
Your Febreze car vent clip is ready to go.
Thanks for the car vent clip.
Send me a postcard.
MyFM, an iHeart radio station.
Available everywhere on our free iHeart Radio app.
#1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
The thrills are back, and so are the jackpots. Welcome back to winning at San Manuel Casino.
2021 high school seniors have worked hard, and we want to give them the commencement ceremony they deserve here on MyFM for their families and friends to hear.
Nominate a graduating high school class now at 1043myfm.com/class.
Then tell everyone you know to vote. It could mean a $3,000 cash prize for your school.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 from Albertsons and Bonds. Let us help you celebrate your grad with festive grad cakes in our bakery, party trays from our deli, and fresh floral lays.
From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center. Let's go places.
This traffic report is sponsored by CalEITC4me.org. So on the southbound side of the 170, as you're coming up on Magnolia, there is an accident there. 2 cars that are involved taking away the left lane. CHP is headed over. They'll try and get them off of the freeway altogether, but do watch for delays there as you're coming up on Victory. Southbound side of the 5 is good alternate for you. No delays right now through Burbank as you head over towards the 134. Southbound side of the 405, slow now from about Sherman Way. You'll see the brake lights all the way to Sunset, and then northbound 405 is slow off and on as you leave Carson from the 110 freeway over towards the 10. Got reports of a car fire in northbound side of the 101 at Parkway, Calabasas. They pulled off to the shoulder. Looks like it keeps flaring up back and forth, so they are sending fire crews to the scene. If you see what's going on there, let me know on the traffic tip line, pound at 250 on your cell phone, keyword SoCal Traffic. I-10 holders, don't miss out. If you earned $75,000 or less last year, you may qualify for a one-time $600 Golden State stimulus payment when you file your taxes. Check your eligibility and learn more at CalEITC4me.org. That's your traffic. I'm Tony Jordan with Valentine in the Morning on 104.3 MyFM.
All right, thanks, Tony. The weather today, sunny, breezy, a little warmer. Temps in the 70s to mid-80s. Upper 60s to low 70s at the beaches. 61 in Santa Fe Springs, 57 Santa Monica. Jill's got the Hollywood headlines coming up.
17 years after their breakup, 2 very famous celebrities are hanging out again.
No, I saw that.
I know.
Do you like it?
I like it.
Do you like it?
It's
Do you
hard,
really like it?
It's hard for me to comment on something like this when we...
There's kids and stuff and everything else. Yeah.
The breakup was so... Like, it wasn't that long ago.
Right.
The other breakup.
Oh, yeah, the other breakup.
No.
But the breakup between the two of them, these 2 stars.
That are hanging out now.
Right. First, I don't see it working, honestly, because they're both fans of different cities. And it was, but maybe opposites attract. You know what I mean? Without saying it.
The exes, the exes that are now hanging out.
We talking about the same people?
I believe so.
Okay, so he's a fan of a certain area of the country that I grew up in.
Yes.
And then she's a fan of a certain area of the country that I didn't like.
But I have some information about why they're hanging out.
Okay, so it may not be what I'm thinking. All right.
I'll tell you at 7:50.
Wow.
Did you get that,
I know what you're talking about too. I just hope they don't make a sequel to the movie that they were in.
Oh, yeah. Did anybody actually ever watch that?
No, I never did.
No.
See, we all badmouth it, but we've never actually watched it. It's like Mariah Carey's Glitter. People make fun of that. Did you actually watch it?
Right.
It was a very good movie.
Yeah.
I'm making that up, actually. All right, 866-544-MyFM. Text in 31043.
We're asking what happens to you physically when you get nervous. And Valentine, just real quick on the text line, a lot of people backing you up saying they have the same thing, the anxiety, trip to the bathroom. It is extremely common.
I see what you did there. Backing me up. I see what you did there. Yeah.
No, I didn't do that intentionally.
No, you did. I know what you're doing. You're a
take the credit
smart
for it.
man. Backing me up. Thank you.
Dawn said, when I get really nervous, I end up with red blotches all over me and my stomach is tied up in knots. Mary Beth said, I shake like a chihuahua and get gassy. And Sebastian said, every time I have to make a presentation for work, I get extremely sweaty.
We got into this because Jill turned into a robot the other day. She's like, beep, 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 beep. And she couldn't speak when talking about a guy that she was crushing on.
I malfunctioned, and then I told you guys I couldn't hear you, but we were in the same room.
And we're having a conversation. Jill, are you okay? I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
But you're 2 feet from me, and your headphones are off, and we're talking. It's very strange.